Now put on the SOUNDGARDEN Rotary, and we have SOUNDGARDEN. And there it is. Almost like you would hear it in the background of The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. Everybody remember The Perils of Penelope? The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. Help, help, help. I love Perils of Penelope. It just reminds me of. Everybody, welcome back to the Headbangers Hideout. My name is Tony. If you haven't already, click subscribe and hit that notification bell because we do upload videos here every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Real quick, if you haven't already, click subscribe and let's get to it. Today's featured guitar tone patch lesson is going to be from the tone of SOUNDGARDEN. This is a request that I overlooked, so I forgot who you were, but here is the tone that you requested. It's pretty much an awesome tone. It's a very simple tone that anyone can dial in, but using the Boss E-Band that I have, which has the Boss GT100 effects processor built into it, I will get you there as close as possible with any of your rack mounts, pedals, stop boxes, all your high-end Helix, Line 6 Helix, and your Fractal Audio XFX 8, 1, 2, 3, and the Neural DSP Quad Cortex. The Boss E-Band JS10 blows all the... The Boss E-Band blows everybody away. And so let's give you the tone really fast, and then we'll break it down. And look at the screen, and I'll get you down in the vicinity. Now, don't come for me if I play the song wrong, because I'm not giving you a lesson on SOUNDGARDEN Black Hole Sun. You're just here for the tone, but it sounds something like this. I love that tone, so I dialed it in, I locked it in, so now it's part of my arsenal and my bank of tones. I always liked the song, I always liked that one particular tone in that song, and I was like, what is he using, is that a very fast phaser, is it a tremolo, is it a rotary? So I'll show you what I used to get that tone, and again I'll get you there, just look at the screen. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. As you can see, let's go ahead and get into the SOUNDGARDEN tone patch. It's a very simple tone. I'm using an amp, compressor, no overdrive distortion. It's a clean tone. I do have a noise gate. I am using some EQ and the RT mod. That's my modulations. I'm using a rotary. So if you have a rotary, use it. I'm using some delay. Listen. But it's subtle. And I have reverb, right? So let's go ahead and begin. So for me to get this tone, I'm using a clean twin. Boss has an amp modeled after the Fender Twin Reverb. So this is called Clean Twin. Obviously, there's the Fender amp. So if you have a clean Fender Twin amp, or Fender Reverb amp, Twin Reverb rather, go ahead and choose that amp, or any clean amp will do, it's fine. It's just a clean tone. Does that get almost sounds like an organ? Listen. Almost like you would hear it in the background of The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. Everybody remember The Perils of Penelope? The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. Help, help, help. I love Perils of Penelope. It just reminds me of. And then, all right, so let's get into the tone. So there is my gain and my effect level. So see, a Fender Twin Reverb. There's my gain and my effect level. All right, what's next? Very simple tone when you're in and out of here. Now this has a lot of bass. Listen. There's my bass, my middle, my treble, and my presence. All right, you got that locked in. What's next? Again, this is a very simple tone, but we're going to get through this tone fast. There is my bright, it's off, and my T-comp is at 0 and it's on. If you do not have this in any of your setups, don't worry about it. It will not affect your tone. It just happens to be on my screen, so that's how I have it as a default. All right, so don't worry about it if you do not have this. All right, what's next? I am using a limiter. See the top? It says limiter, and the bottom right it says on. Let's get into the limiter. So here we go. I'm going to turn it off really fast. You can hear the difference. So I just turn it off. Here it is. If I turn the limiter on, this is what it sounds like. It does sound like an organ, so I like it. So there's my threshold, my release, my tone, and my the level on the limiter, right? What's next? As you can see in the screen, those are my overdrive distortion pedals, effects. I'm not using any of it. See the bottom right, it says off, so we're going to skip this. We don't need it, so it's off, all right? What's next? I have my noise gate. I can go ahead and put my noise gate at 50 if you want to. It was at 42, but I always have my noise gate right around 50 for my threshold. 50, 52 as a default. But this tone was at 42. Kick it up at 50 if you want, all right? Just to get rid of any unwanted noise. All right, I am using EQ, so these are my EQ settings. That is my low gain, my high gain, and my effect level. Real fast, see the bottom right, how it says +8. You're going to see why I'm using the EQ. Now, if you don't have the EQ, this tone, you don't have to have an EQ. You can play this tone clean with a phaser if you wanted to. You want to go cheap or use a rotary, you don't have to have an EQ. I use the EQ just to get as close as I could to what I was listening to. So if I turn the EQ off, this is what it sounds like. Now let's turn that EQ on. Here's why I'm using it. Right, what's next in the EQ chain? There is my low mid frequency, my low mid Q, and my low mid gain, all right? Again, just dial it in. Now, if you don't see my low mid frequency, look at it as you would a clock. If you don't have these settings, that's at what, 1 o'clock? That's how you would do it if you don't have my exact settings. What's next? There is my high mid frequency, my high mid Q, and my high mid gain. Very dramatic tone. Great for open ending chords. The Perils of Penelope. Look up go on YouTube and type in the Perils of Penelope Pit Stop, and it sounds like this tone. All right, what's next? And lastly, my EQ chain. There's my low cut and my high cut. All right, let's move forward to the main tone or effect for this tone. So I'll turn it off. You're going to see, oh yeah. Now these are all my modulations. I got tremolo, chorus, flanger, phaser, rotary, univibe, and pan. I chose rotary. I did play with the tremolo a lot. I was close, but I wasn't there. I played with the, what else? The univibe, I wasn't there. I played with the phaser. I was almost there. And then, what else? And then I went to the rotary, and I nailed it as best I could. So let's get into the rotary. Before we go into the rotary, let's turn it off and see that this is no longer a Soundgarden tone. It's just a clean tone. Doesn't it sound good? Look, doesn't it sound good? Now put on the Soundgarden rotary, and we have Soundgarden. And there it is. Let's get into the rotary, and these are my settings. My rate is at 80. Is that 84? My rate is at 84. Or if you don't have 84, look at it as you would a clock, and that's what, 3 p.m.? That's at 3 p.m. right there. See how it rings? Not many people know about the rotary effect or use the rotary effect. They always go with the chorus, phaser, flanger, sometimes the tremolo if you're going to the 50s, 60s surf or 50s rock. But the rotary is a great effect to play with. You get a lot of cool tones with different rates and so forth. Now if I drop the rate from 84 to 52, that's not good? Almost chorusy, and all I'm using is a rotary. Listen. Drop the rotary even more. Let's go 40. Drop it even more. Remember we had it at 84? Here's 26. Drop it even more, just so you can play, see what the rotary sounds like with a clean tone. Put it right in the middle. Remember we had it at 84? And we're back to the Soundgarden. So play with your rotary. There's a lot of good tones with this. I have other tones using the rotary, and those tones will be coming to you. All right, we're almost done with this tone. I do have my delay. It's very subtle. See, I have it milliseconds at 94 milliseconds. You're all telling me why even have it, just for the thickness. All right. There's my delay time at 94 milliseconds, my feedback at 6, my high cut is at 2.50, and my effect level is at 60. If I turn it off, listen. You hear the reverb, but there's no delay. Let's turn the delay on. Alright, so those are my delay settings. One more parameter and we're out of this tone, alright? There is my reverb. I'm using Hall. Now you may have a gazillion type of reverb, so play with your reverbs. You may want to use plate, ambient, room, whatever you have. Try it. You may have a better reverb. I'm using Hall for this one. There's my reverb time, 2.6. My high cut is at flat, and my effect level is at 45. Again, it's a simple tone. Anyone can dial it in. Again, if you don't have EQ, or if you don't even want to use EQ, just turn up the amp volume on the amp, and you can get away without using EQ. I just happen to have it on my tone because that's what I wanted to have. So I turn the reverb off. See, it's kind of dry. Listen. Put the reverb on, and now it's more ambient. And that is my SOUNDGARDEN guitar tone. Call it whatever you like to. I happen to call mine SOUNDGARDEN. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. All requests will be considered. And on the dog front, sadly, I looked at 4 dogs. 2 of them were taken before I could even go visit them. So they were scooped up. And the other 2 just didn't work out. But I'll get a dog sometime soon. I'll try again next month in August. So knock on wood. When it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. So I was a little heartbroken, but at the same time, I want to make sure I get what I want, and when it's available, I will do my best to get that little dog, and I'll be happy to share that little dog with you when I get it. So I have not gotten a dog yet, so I'll be making more videos until I get a dog. But in my absence, I've been uploading a gazillion videos. They're all privatized, ready to go, so that when I do get my dog, I can just hit publish, publish, publish daily. So you'll get your daily videos. So when you don't see me daily, I'm recording and uploading. So I got a gazillion videos already uploaded. They're private. And when the time is right, I'll let you know, hey, those videos are coming. I got a dog. I'll be away for a while, but you won't know that because you'll see the videos every single day, all right? All right, I'll see you all in the next video. If you have any requests on guitar tones, let me know. We'll get back into some metal and so forth. But this was a long overdue request. It was a SOUNDGARDEN. I hope you all like it. Again, dial it in. Get as close to it as possible. Tweak it, make it your own. Add some of this, take some of this off. Whatever you want to do to the tone, it's up to you. I happen to call it SOUNDGARDEN. You want to call it something else, by all means, call it whatever. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.